Hey, you guys! Hey, how are you? And how are you? How are you? All the way in the back over there. As you guys know, it is me, D, and we're here for a live reaction and review of not just Legendary Season 2, Episode 6, I want to say. It's been a lot of episodes. We're going to also recap polls. We're probably also going to look at the list of All-Star 6 for Drag Race, as well as talk about chasing LA last night. But tonight I have a guest, and I would like to welcome El Teddy Official up in here. Oh my God, where did you get this thing from?
I've been a fan. One of my subscribers before.
I
Because
did not.
they bought it for me like I want to say end of last year because Ty used to always have a fan when he used to come on with me. And one of my subscribers was like, "I'm gonna buy you a fan so you can have a fan when Ty bring out his fan." So yeah, they bought it for me. And it's a nice young man too.
Oh God, it's always a nice young man that gets you
No,
shit.
that's not the ones who only buy me stuff because my female subscribers buy me stuff too.
They do. But it's always the menses that get you the nice things. What? Anyway, how was your Friday so far? It's wet over here, so I'm not doing nothing but probably going to bed after this.
It's about to rain, which I don't know how I feel about because
Mhm.
rain does not bode well for me. Good grief.
I mean, I like the rain, but I don't like to be out in it. But
But
anyway,
hold on,
we
let
have,
me get something to drink.
okay. Yeah, get you a little
I
drinky drink.
ain't get no alcoholic concoction. Not that I might not make me one, but
Well,
I'm drinking some cran mango.
yeah, that's actually pretty nice.
I like the cran pineapple, but I do like the cran mango. I don't like cranberry, so
Like the fruit.
or the drink. Like when I drink alcohol, I don't like no cranberry juice. Don't give me some pineapple juice, some orange juice. Don't give me no cranberry juice. That shit is nasty.
How is it? I like cranberry juice. It's delicious. But I
So
like to mix it with vodka.
it's
Anyway,
fine.
so last night for you guys that watched Legendary was season 2, episode 6. Is it 6? It's so many that they fart out at one time. So it's like I look
Remember they had the first week. It was 3 episodes, wasn't it?
right.
It was like
Yes.
3 episodes the first week, and so I think this is 6. I think it's 6.
This is 6 already.
Hmm.
And what was the category was plastic fantastic, which was basically a toy ball. Um it was also a money ball and nobody got eliminated. What were your overall thoughts of this episode?
Um, with the house performances, I will talk about it. I
Mhm.
Nobody's gonna agree with me. I don't care. I stand in
Okay.
my ish. I stand in how I feel. I feel how I feel, and it is what it is. Um, I think there should have been an elimination.
Okay.
Um, and yeah, I mean, I to me the worst parts of the legendary is I don't think the show has learned how to translate ballroom to television because when they try to do the challenges after the house performances,
Mhm.
those are supposed to be more similar to what ballroom is. The problem is the way they do the categories isn't how ballroom does it in a lot of cases, and the
Mhm.
people who you have judging really don't know what they're supposed to be looking for.
Right.
So they just be judging on the stuff that you would never get judged on in ballroom. And even you see that translate sometimes even to the overall full house performances that they do. Well, we'll
Mm-hmm.
talk about that because I know I'm gonna have a whole meltdown about one of these houses, and nobody's gonna um um care. And yeah, it's just gonna be me ranting.
Me personally, it's like I mean every week I hear somebody say it. If it's not myself, it's not authentic to the ballroom, but I take it for what it is. But at the same time, if to me, I think they trying to make it like the next America's Best Dance Crew, but just with Vogan.
I can agree.
But if you're gonna do that, let these people get dancers, or let these people, not even that, because there's a lot of them every week. I'm hearing, this is my first time walking face. This is my first time walking Butch Queen realness. This is
So
my
why would you do that when you got $100,000 on the line? Like that's what makes it stupid to me. But who am I?
I don't under and the thousands and thousands of members that because you guys have way more iconic houses this season than last season. You got Balenciaga, you have Mugler, you have Icon, you have Milan, you had Milan, you had Prodigy, you had good houses that people know of. But yes, so to be honest, most of the iconic houses are gone. Most of them are gone. But I think they're trying to make it so commercial that the authenticity is has gone out the door way more than season one. Because season one has some artisticity, if I'm saying that wrong, artisticity to it. Hello? Is he gone? Did he go? Oh, he shared my.
I was trying to share I was here. I was talking. You didn't hear me?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I didn't mute myself. I had just took my camera off so I could because I'm on my phone and I was using my phone to share the video and maybe I did something wrong. I don't know. I was here. I didn't go anywhere. I'm still here.
Cool. But yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I honestly watch the show as a dancer. I'm critiquing the dancing. I don't watch it as if I'm going to like the latex ball or the porcelain ball. I go to like if I'm watching a dance competition on TV. But
Okay.
I know we know what a real ball gives. I know y'all not gonna give me that, so I'm I'm not gonna complain every week about it. But I do like the show. I do like the show. It's entertaining. But um Amaya Scott, you need to keep her. I liked her last night.
I like her. I don't know about keeping her as a permanent judge. I think some of those other judges should go. I've already given my thoughts about who should be judges, but I love her as a
Mm-hmm.
judge. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I think you should have more. They've done better with guest judges this year or this season, I should say.
They
Uh,
probably got the budget.
some of them, mm, but I like Normani. I like Amaya.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I like Nico.
Nico. He was okay, but I don't know. I like a judge that knows what the fuck they're doing.
Okay.
Like they ain't just for the handout scores. They ain't here to see what looks cute. They're here because they know exactly what they're looking for, and that's what I like to see.
Mm.
And so, because that's I don't know. I just yeah, but that's just me. Or if you're gonna give me judges, celebrity judges that's just handing out scores, then make sure that all of the judges that's regulars know exactly what to look for. Like I don't even have a problem if the guest judge is somebody who's not from ballroom or just is a celebrity that just came to, give, some
Mhm.
scores out, that's fine. But make sure that the regular
Are
judges
people
are
of the
are
ballroom.
people who know ballroom, who
I
know what to look for, and they're really giving out good scores, and then it will balance out.
Mhm.
But when you got people like Megan Thee Stallion and Jamila and stuff handing out scores, then
Mhm.
I'm gonna need a celebrity judge that knows what the fuck to look for to
Yeah.
balance out, you know, what's going on. I'm sorry, I'm cussing all on your video. I'm sorry, I apologize.
It's fine. I mean, I mostly have kids on here sometimes, but it is they gonna learn. So I learn cuss words somehow.
I'm
But
sorry for cursing children.
I would if so going back to Maya Scott, I would have liked if they had her on the episode when they what was it they had to do face? Was it Tinseltown? If y'all had brought her in for Tinseltown, because that's the category she used to walk his face, she would have been an excellent a better judge
Mhm,
for that episode
mhm.
than this one. So let's get into these performances. What did you think about I screw up this name all the time. Miyake Mugler. What did you think about them last night?
I thought they were better than last week. They were good. They didn't have anything that made me go, ooh. They didn't
Mhm.
have anything that made me go that made them just memorable. I just remember them being better than last week. They were doing like a rainbow bright kind of thing. Um,
Right.
I probably would give them like an 8. My problem with the judges is they be factoring in stuff in the overall score that I'd be like, girl, like Law sometimes don't even judge based on their performance. He be judging just based on what the fuck a bitch got
What
on,
they got on, yeah.
good or
But I
bad.
guess what they
And then
brought him
I have
on.
other people who be enamored with things not that they're not supposed to focus on. For example, this week was floor.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the fuck you were supposed to be doing. You were supposed to be highlighting floor. So when I watched each group, I was looking, bitch, you better come out and give me floor from the beginning. I'm not saying you got to give me floor the entire routine, but the bulk of that performance, bitch, you need to be on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Giving me floor. And then I'm going to judge based on the difficulty and the intricateness of your floor routine. Did you give me basic floor, or did you give me sickening floor where I couldn't take my eyes off of you because it had this, the sensualness, it gave you legs, it gave you all of, that's what I'm looking for. And
I
my problem is they got so many times the judges get thrown off and they're judging on, oh, I like that look. Oh, I like that you did that. Bitch, you never got on the ground. But I'm gonna get to that later.
I
That's
agree,
a
but I
whole
think
rant I'm about to have a little later.
I think that's the reason why they brought Law, but then he'll say that, but then he'll be like, "Oh, that was boring. Oh, I like that performance." So I don't understand why. I mean, whatever, but I honestly didn't like it.
No, I liked it. It wasn't bad. I'm a
I
tough
didn't.
scorer.
It was to me all over the place.
I'm a tough scorer. I gave it an 8. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't. It was better than last week. It
I
wasn't
don't
a 9 or a
not
10
to
at all.
me. Well, actually, you know what? It was in some instances it was better, but to me that was a 6 performance. I didn't
I can
like
go with
it.
that. I can go with that. I'll give you that. I have no
It
problem with
was
that.
sporadic.
The highest somebody should have given it was an 8, though.
To me, it was Arturo's best performance because he brought it for me.
He did for me. You mean the father?
Yeah, he did.
Because
I
he
think he
just
did
rolled out
well.
there at the end. Like he was the worst part to me because he didn't come out till the end, and then started
So,
doing. I was like, "Girl, you just coming out now?"
so,
I don't know.
but I feel like they couldn't say Rainbow Bright though. But
Because
the
he
only
also
listen,
was Rainbow Bright.
the best point of that damn performance is that Butch Queen Diego. I liked how he looked.
I mean, he got a nice body. His face don't really do it for me, and then the
It,
fact it don't look like he
it,
carrying a whole lot. But see, that works for you. That works for you. You
it
know, that works for you. But for me, Mama is gonna not give me what I.
does.
I'm gonna throw you right out of bed. Going on.
To quote Paris is Burning, Bush Queen, Bush Queen, Bush. What did Paris say? Butch. I'm here for it. Was he just gave it for me what the Butch Queen is? But I thought it was all over the place, and I was like, and y'all still have not utilized Tati. Why is she there then?
I don't think Tati could do what Tati used to do. Something's wrong with Tati. She's bigger than she was, and I don't. She used to be, and I don't think she's really adjusted to her body weight.
Probably because she was very tiny when I met her, and this is like maybe a year ago.
Yeah,
Well,
she.
two
You
now.
look at it. I don't know if that's the television ad in pound, but Mama looked bigger, and I
Mm-hmm.
don't think she's adjusted to or gotten comfortable with her body weight yet. So I don't know.
That's crazy. But anyway, if this is your first time here, guys, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. My next live, I think, is going to be for live reaction of Pose, and we'll talk about that later. But what did you think about the House of Garcon?
They were horrible. They were awful. There's no way to put it. They were horrible. Like I gave them like a 5. It was awful. Tonka at this point is a handicap. He adds nothing to the he serves no purpose. And they talked about, oh, we wish he could have walked body. Walked body for what? He doesn't even exude the confidence of someone. You know, the girls who walk body, even the big girls that walk body, baby, they walk into the room and they own it. You know what I'm saying? And I've
Mm-hmm.
seen Tonka. I'm going to look up because people tell me, "Oh, you got to see him involved. You got to see it." And I went and watched him walk. And even when I watched him walk, he don't even do nothing there. He just walk out there like, "Girl, I'm just here." Girl, you ain't doing nothing. Girl, I he don't do it. And the way people go up for him, I don't see it. And maybe I'm just a hater, but call me a hater. I don't know. I don't see it for him. So you got him who was slipping, falling all over the place, trying to. He was on the ground, opening his legs, looking like he looked like a beached whale rolling around. I was like, "What are you doing, sir? What are you doing?"
Hey, Sammy, how you doing?
I mean, I don't understand. I don't know what he's a handicap, and the fact that Stasha's not a dancer either. So now you down to just 3 people. Get him out of here. That's who should have been kicked off this week. They should have been voted off the island.
I dislike the perform. It did nothing for me.
It did absolutely.
Honestly, if y'all the beginning and the ending, the way how they started off, I thought they was going to do something good, and then
Right.
they
I
ended
thought it was going to be sickening. I said, "Oh
it.
my, come through with the car."
Sammy Tonka didn't bring it. I'm sorry, but Tonka did not bring anything
Did
but a
not.
slipping fall. He just fell. He
He
dipped it
looked
low
bad.
and did not bring it up slow. I'm sorry.
Right.
He just fell.
Mama could barely get up off that
He
good.
did a Spider-Man pose and slipped.
Ooh,
No,
the
he
way
did a
he could
Team
get up off
Rocket
that
pose.
ground.
That's a Team Rocket pose right there. Shoot.
Oh, he was
My God. It didn't do what they need to do is highlight more of Savion and Milan and the other guy. They don't it's just those three that are good. And sometimes they not even in sync either. No shade to them. But it did nothing. He bought body armor.
Wait, what?
I don't even know what that means, but I guess
Right, like,
he didn't bring nothing. But that's
nothing.
what I'm saying. What I said before. Y'all know what Legendary gives. Y'all need the correct people for this.
He
Let's
ain't.
and I'm sorry, he's not it. Tonka looks sweet and nice, but this is not for him.
This not for
This
you, boo.
ain't for him. The next
This is
up was
not the best
Balenciaga.
moment. You
Oh,
gonna
you
have
want
to
to
give.
talk
All right, give me my moment here because I'm about to have a meltdown.
about? Okay.
I'm so sick of the judges gifting these whores with scores. I'm
But Tammy,
so
you roasting Tonka too. Look, you say he look like a sea whale.
I'm so sick of them giving Balenciaga scores. Balenciaga is who I was talking about when I say they get enamored with everything else and never look at what they're supposed to be given.
Right,
We're doing floor.
right.
Balenciaga didn't do anything on the floor until the last 15 seconds of that routine. And then when they did get on the floor, they didn't do nothing. It was like a real basic. I'm just learning how to do a floor routine for Vogue. I'm just learning how to Vogue floor thing. It was real basic. They did not do anything on the floor, and so the judges are all enamored by the lights, the camera. They looking at Shannon standing in the box, ain't doing a goddamn thing, and you're not even paying attention to the fact that they're not giving you what they're supposed to give you. And they only give them scores because of who they are. If another group had, if the Orichis or if the Muglairs had did that same thing, they would have devoured them. They would have crucified them and told them. Naomi would have been like, "When are y'all gonna get on the floor?" I didn't. That floor routine was real bad because their floor routine was real basic. It was all over the place. It was not good at all. I was like, and they were like, "Oh, this is the best performance of the night." And I said, "Well, maybe I'm wrong. Let me go back and rewind." And that's how I knew that they only was on the floor for the last 15 seconds of the routine because I went back and watched it like 2 more times. I said, "Well, maybe I'm missing something because I don't want to be wrong. I don't want to just be saying these people did not do good." And
Mm-hmm.
they, but I was like, if I'm grading them or scoring them on what they're supposed to be highlighting and stuff like that. And they never got on the floor. And when they did get on the floor, what they did was so basic and elementary. I was like, girl, get this good 7 and call it a day. Girl, get this good 7. And I'm being nice giving you get this good 7. That's what I was giving Balenciaga, and I don't care. And people gonna be mad with me, but at this point, they're just giving them scores just to carry them through to the end. And they're gonna force the issue of pushing Balenciaga. And I'm not saying Balenciaga is not talented. I'm not saying that because they are,
They're talented.
huh?
I know they're talented. It's
But they're
just I'm
not doing what it is that they're supposed to do, and they're just sitting
right.
there knowing they're sitting there knowing, oh, we're gonna get these scores. We ain't even got to do. We could just go out there and do whatever, and they're gonna give us these scores. Girl, not so. Boy, it shouldn't be
Right.
so. But girl, whatever. That was my rant about Balenciaga. I wasn't here for it this week. Sorry.
Well, I am in agreement with you because when they told them the scores, this is what I wrote. I don't know if you can see it, but wait. Are we watching the same show? Like, why?
Right. I was like,
That was horrible. That was and where the fuck is Honey?
I
Because
don't think I'm coming
I
back.
remember I said from my sources, because
Mm-hmm.
my sources are sometimes are not that wrong. We have not seen Honey for 3 weeks in a row.
Well,
What the
no,
hell
I
is
think it's been
Honey?
two because the
Well,
first
yeah, you're
we
right
didn't see
too.
her.
But 3
I
times
mean, she wasn't in none of the rehearsals, but she came and
yeah.
performed. But the last 2 weeks, she didn't even perform.
And the last 3, they're good. Those other 3 girls in the house are good, but they are no Honey
There's no
Balenciaga.
honey. They are no
Honey,
honey.
Honey is the Goku of the house.
They are not honey.
Honey is the Goku of that goddamn house.
And so they're like Garcon, and they're down to just 3 people. Because
Right.
Shannon ain't doing a goddamn thing. Not
Nothing.
a goddamn thing.
And I think she could, but I don't know.
I
I
was so and it really angered me last night when I was like, "Did y'all just watch this?"
right. Y'all watch the same show as me.
I was like, they did not do what they were supposed to do, and y'all out here like they did the greatest thing since sliced bread. No,
But you know what I thought about too? A reason why Deshaun may not be on the panel. I think it would be too real for them. I
Hell,
think
Law
so.
ain't really, I don't know if it's that because Law be eating people up too, and
But Law don't know what he's doing.
he don't. He just be eating people up for no reason.
Cause you
Or
look like young Medea. Ain't nobody told you to look like Mabel with that ugly ass hair you be wearing. Anyway, that's a
what was that hair? I didn't like his hair this week. I didn't like the Ken doll look. I don't know. I guess he was trying to be Ken.
you
Did
know
you,
what it reminded me of? I don't know if you ever
did you get
ever
your
watched
black?
Atlanta with Donald Glover?
Hmm?
Have you ever watched Atlanta with Daniel Glover?
Hmm.
Remember he played like a character that was white. That's
Oh,
what she gave
talk
me.
about the episode where they went to go buy that piano. No,
Yes, and
the episode
the
where they
guy
went to
almost
West,
killed the guy. That was scary. And he
it
looked
was
like
where
it.
he would go buy the piano and shit.
And he had like this high voice. That was scary. I saw that. I was like, "Ooh, this is gonna creep me out." That white face, he looked so creepy. But Balenciaga, you get a 5 from me. I did like the floor performance,
I didn't
but
care for their floor. It was like I said, it was real basic. Now you know we done seen some sickening floor performances in our lifetime. That right
coming
there,
up in a few minutes.
right? And we're about to in just a few moments. We're about to talk about a sickening floor performance.
Mm-hmm.
But that shit that they called it out, that was like, yo, you girls look like y'all just learned how to bowl. Cause I don't know what this trash is. Please get them off my television screen. I was like, but the girls went up for them, and I was like, no, not here for it. Give it a good 7.
I was like, are we watching the
I
same
didn't
show?
even like their outfits. I didn't even like their outfits. I didn't even like the outfit.
A lot of their outfits are very basic.
It was like
They
you
have a
saw
very
in the
basic
front,
shape.
the back was like out or something like that. It was like I don't know.
Yeah, that I did like because they were supposed to be like paper dolls, but and I like Balenciaga, but now it's like the mask is being revealed, and I'm seeing that they're very basic. Without Honey, they're okay. So what about Tishi?
It's Tishi. Duh.
Duh.
Those girls come
Duh.
late. Listen, the culmination. I'll get back to Stanley, okay, who gave me all of my life. When these whores turned their bodies into a cannon, when
I
when
did some shit like that in
Dro
a studio.
when Dro picked up Stanley and it was supposed to be a cannon and they shot them
Oh
and them hoes fell out. I was
no.
like, yes.
I love me some Dro.
And some people didn't even catch that reference at the end, but I
Mm-hmm.
caught it because I
I
was like,
did.
"Oh, bitch!" They did from the time they came out there to the end. They got on the floor. They came out there. They did the little routine. Immediately got on the
And they
ground and went
incorporated. Here's the thing. I'm gonna do a trip down memory lane. When I was training and dance and all of that, and they taught us how to choreograph, and we had a theme like that. They say do dance move that is be reminiscent of the story that you're telling. And that's what Tishi gives me every week. And that's why I'm like, oh my God, I would have done some shit like that. Because them going on the floor, like, give me push-ups. And he's doing all the foot. That was so
Yeah.
genius.
It was even when they got on the ground and they did the worm, and if you wasn't watching, you missed that because it was like in the background and Gia was over here doing something, but they had them linked up and did the whole worm sequence with their bodies locked up. Mm-hmm. They were on the floor the entire time basically, and what that was is they made sure they incorporated their theme with the toy soldiers and army and stuff like that. They made sure that they highlighted being on the floor. They even had the solo with Stanley. Now Stanley don't owe me nothing. Mama don't owe me nothing.
Danny, what's up?
Mama don't owe me nothing. Stanley don't owe me nothing. She owe me nothing.
Danny, if you want to, you could come up here, but I know you said you wasn't available. But if you are, you were more than welcome to come up. But Stanley killed it, and I'm so glad that not every week, but they're highlighting a different person. And we'll get to Simone in a couple minutes too. But I like the fact that Mother Gia is highlighting a different person for each performance. That's smart. She's very smart. That was a perfect 10 for me. I said everything.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was in here screaming.
that was, I don't know who gave them a 9. I don't know who gave them a 9,
I'm hating
but
ass bitch.
I still don't even see how Balenciaga is 1 point beneath Tishi. They were not in the same stratosphere as Tishi this week. They were not. I'm sorry. There is no way you could tell me they were 1 point. But Balenciaga was not good for me this week. They were horrible. Sorry. Sorry, girl. Get them out of here. Get them out of here.
I agree. Civil law. I agree. Gia is like one of the only ones and you could tell Gia
What?
is a older girl, and she may not be able to do as much as them, but Mama is pushing as hard.
Yes.
Mama
Yes,
is
she
pushing
be out there
hard.
performing. She be out there performing. Performing. She don't just sit back like, Shannon and Stasha. I'm just gonna sit. Mama be out there giving. I'll
I
be here
mean,
for it. I'm here for it. All of it.
I definitely am here for
Their
it.
outfits for me was just okay, but it works because if you're doing
Yeah,
toy
I was about
soldiers,
to say
you don't
what.
need a whole lot. If you're doing toy
Yeah,
soldiers, you don't need a whole lot.
it was perfect for what they were doing. It was a great, but that's how you do a performance in all. I was telling my homegirl that I danced with for years that I hate when people just do choreo. Don't give me choreo, give me a story. And they gave me a
Right.
story. Make
They
me
gave the whole
interested.
story.
Cause you could teach a monkey how to dance, but you gotta show me a story of why are you dancing? What is this about? But that was a 10 for me.
They got a 10
That
for
was
me.
definitely a 10 for me.
They got a 10 for me. I'm sorry. I was
Yeah.
here for parts of them. Who was last? Orichi.
Orichi. What do you think
I
about them?
they they were not bad, but it was just flat for me. It it didn't have highs or lows, or it was just very static for me.
Yeah.
Performance. I loved their outfits. Like I loved their outfits, but the performance was just forgettable. And I think one of the problems with them as a house is sometimes they come across being forgettable. They have some great individuals, but I don't think that they have connected all of the lions to create Voltron yet. Like Tishi has great individuals and they know how to unite these lions and form Voltron. They still just lions out there just trying to battle the big boss without forming Voltron. And you gotta form Voltron to beat the big boss. Just saying.
I honestly think they have it, and I'm rooting for them because I see
I
it.
am.
If they did not perform after Tishi, I think they would have got higher scores because I gave them a 9. I liked it a lot. I didn't give them 10.
I gave them an 8. To me, their performance was par with Miyake Mugler for me.
I liked it better than Mugler. Oh, you think Richie is next to go, Sammy? We'll see. I think it's Garcon, but okay.
I think Garcon should go. Is next to go, and I think Miyake Mugler will leave before Orichi. I think Orichi will be in the top 3.
Me too. To me, Orichi is probably this year's Escada.
I can see that. I can see that.
But I actually liked it. I liked the walkout. Law said that whose mother Giselle was giving it to me. No, she was the stiffest one to me. Who was giving it to me was that goddamn Remy. What's his name? Remy? The drag queen. He was killing it for me. He was in character the whole time.
Yeah.
I couldn't stop looking at him. He was killing it for me. And Omari, they don't give Omari credit. Omari is amazing.
Well, I'm gonna get there in a little bit when we get to the.
Me too, because I think
that Omari when we get to this good duck walk, honey. I'm gonna get to Omari to this good duck walk.
Right. I like the floor performance. I thought like Tishi, they had a great concept and they were telling a story, but it lacked a little bit of energy.
They needed a high. They needed something they needed more high, something to make it to make you go, ooh, you know what I'm saying? They needed a ooh moment. And I
If
don't know that they
they,
had that.
what if they had done this? They say they cut their strings, right? And they get Mama Gillette and they made her the puppet at the end. Something, so I don't know, something interesting to grab my attention. They was missing something. Is he stuck? Oh
No,
no,
I'm
he's
not.
not.
Okay.
Yeah, he was like, oh, this is the internet. But I think they were missing that one little thing for me to give them a 10. But it was good. I just think because they went after Tishi, Law is always bored. Law just gives me that person that just nitpicks. He just nitpicks to
But he
me.
nitpicked on the wrong shit. And then he be
Yeah.
sometimes give out scores to people just because he liked what they got on. The bitches ain't did nothing on the goddamn stage.
Right. I don't like his bias at all. The bias gotta go. But okay, so next up, after they did the group performances, they had the European runway as a unit. What did you think about that?
Um who disappointed me the most was Tishi in this. Because
Mm,
to me, you started it right. Now that's the easiest way to kill group European runway. You have the first person go out, and all the second two people have to do is just emulate what it is, just get in sync with that person. That's the easiest way to do it. They messed that up because Gia went out there and was walking. She was walking, and who was that behind her? Was that
I
Dro
don't know.
and Simone
I think it was I don't think it was Simone. I think it was Dro and another guy.
and Stanley?
If it wasn't Stanley, it was the other one. I forgot his name.
I can never remember the other guy,
The
the
light
light,
skinned one, the cute
I
light
can't
skinned
remember
one.
the light skinned guy name. Um, but they disappointed me. I didn't really care for them. Um, Balenciaga got saved with that goddamn
Right.
immunity because I was looking at that mess like, what? Girl, get out of here. I was like, girl, girl, what is this?
Right.
Um,
Mugler.
Mugler. I like no, I didn't like them on here. I liked them when they did the duck walk. On this, they were horrible. Yeah, because that was where it was the father and the other one. They were horrible. They was immediate chops for me. They were like, "Girl, get out of here." I remember them. It was immediate for me. Girl, get out of here. What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing?
Hey Shania. What about Garcon?
Um. Oh, they had Tonka walking with Garza. That shit was horrible. This shit
Oh,
was awful.
and going back to what the judges said, first of all, I'm about to carry on the judges for 2 seconds. Why did Jamila say, "Oh, why they keep bringing Tonka"? Because you asked for it.
Y'all asked them to do that.
Yes, they
And
could
y'all
have just
been
done it for
doing
one
that.
performance, but y'all didn't say that. Y'all asked for Tonka's big ass.
And we don't want to see the audience. We don't want to see no parts of his big ass. And now that y'all seeing the fact that his big ass can't do shit, now y'all want to put him back in. You cannot put the toothpaste back in the tube anymore. You asked for it, the toothpaste that came out the tube. Girl,
That's
it's
all
here now.
we
You
asked
get all
for
parts of him
Tonka.
and all parts of his horribleness. He is awful. He is horrible to look at. He is not easy on the eyes. He is
Shania,
not.
do you want? He's not. He has beautiful skin. I'm not gonna lie. Tonka has nice skin.
You must be and get a good view of that neckline, boo.
I
Next time they get
saw the mole. Stop. Stop. I don't like bashing. We'll start when we get to Chase in LA. We could bash. Yeah, Shania is going to be spoilers. Who went home? We're going to talk about who went home after this. But
nope.
we'll talk about who went home after
Oh,
this.
okay.
You know who went home.
Okay.
See, I can't be nobody's dad. No, you can't get no ice cream. No. But yeah, y'all asked for it, and then y'all asking why they bringing Tonka because y'all asked.
Y'all should have knew there was a reason they wanted Carter his big ass out there because they knew better. And now it's too late. Now, nope, you getting all parts of him.
Who? What
Back.
about Orichi? Did they give it to you?
I don't remember that. Oh no, yes. I remember. I thought Arichi's outfit worked perfectly for the second two categories
That's Sammy.
because
You
when they
asked me.
walked, I loved the way because they had like stuff hanging, from the like arms and stuff. And
Oh,
when they
the
walked,
strings. That was
it really
gave
highlighted
it
the walk.
European.
And so even with the duck walk part, it made it so much more dramatic. I really love their outfits for the. So I did like Arichi on this.
Mhm.
I like to me it was Orichi and Orichi was the best ones for me in this category.
In
Now
the
I know
run,
he ended up giving it to uh what's the name from Balenciaga.
Balenciaga.
I don't think she deserved that either, but that's a whole nother story.
Right.
Go ahead and
Um,
give it a shot. Y'all
when
want to
they did the runway as a group, I chopped everybody because none of y'all was in sync.
yeah, nobody was in sync. Now that's
Everybody was chopped, but you're gonna have to have somebody. But the battle who did I think I did. Yeah, I didn't mind Mother Shannon. I didn't mind Mother Shannon winning. I
no,
love
it
to
wasn't
me. She
Shannon.
was okay.
It wasn't Shannon.
Oh no, it was the other. Oh, he was
It's the
good.
other
He
one.
was good to me.
She
He
was
gave
all
me
right,
Naomi
but
Campbell.
yeah, I mean, she was serving for me, but I don't know. She wasn't giving me a real walk though. But whatever. She was just serving, but she wasn't giving me that walk that I was looking for. But whatever.
I think that she did. She gave me when she turned back, I was like, "Ooh, why are you looking like Naomi Campbell?" Yes, but yeah, to me, everybody would have gotten chopped because none of you
Yeah,
hoes was in
none
sync.
of none of them.
None.
None. Not one.
Um, the category I would have done because I love doing a duck walk. The duck walk.
Because
What
you
did you
got
think about
legs.
that?
That's why. I
Huh?
can't because you got them legs. That's why you can't
I
don't
got
never
them. I
really
love the duck walk is so easy for me. I love doing it. It's
here
everything.
where it was the biggest rob of the night.
Yes,
Omari
should
got
have
robbed.
won. Oh my
He
god.
eviscerated
Yes.
Simone. I'm sorry.
Yes. We'll
He
get to that.
eviscerated Simone because they were
We'll
first.
get to that.
They were the
Huh?
first two.
Wait, what?
They were the first two.
Who?
Simone and Omari.
No, but I mean like when no, when they walked as a team, I want to talk about that first. Remember when they walked
Oh,
as
okay. I got you.
so Mugler
I
was good for
love.
me.
I loved Miyake Mugler when they came out. The three of them.
Yes,
They gave it. They gave me what I needed. I was here
yes.
for. I was here for them.
But if you I was critiquing a little bit, they was on different levels. But it makes sense because not everybody
Because
could
Diego
walk.
is so tall though, and
His
so it's
woo.
kind of. I mean, you like 5'5". How you gonna be? This man is like a whole foot
But
tall.
that's why I could do a duck walk because I'm close to the floor.
I mean, I gave him his because I know.
He was good. I think they should have put Prince in the middle because Prince was doing it the lowest and doing it the best for me. Tati was good, but Tati should have been in Prince's. They don't utilize Prince, and they forgot that Prince was on a show with Deshaun and Naomi.
Yeah.
And Pony Zion.
On
America's Best Dance Crew with them. Doing flips and all I mean, he probably can't do it now because he's older. That was like 10 years ago. But I think they don't utilize Prince like to me how I think they should because he's really good.
What about I liked them when they came out? Garcon, I chopped them from the beginning.
Really?
I chopped them when they came out with them wings. It was a top for me. Remember, it was who was it?
It was Milan and Savion.
Savion. And they was locked up together, and they had the little wings on their arms. At first, when they
were they doing?
Somebody
was doing this. Was it them?
No.
But I gave them
once they got into it, I was okay with it. But if I was judging them, I would have chopped them when they came out locked up with them with the wings. I wouldn't even give them a chance to come out. That would be like, I thought that shit get off the stage. Bye.
Here's the thing about one or two of the girls. Like Milan she's good at duck walking, but Savion had to catch up with her, which that shouldn't have been the case. Because Savion's good, but Milan was doing more extra than him. But I think they were good. What about Balenciaga?
I don't even remember who went out there for Balenciaga. I don't even remember. Oh yeah, they had on the little floaties or whatever. That shit was horrible. Remember they had on like the t-shirts. They looked horrible. They had on like some t-shirts and some that shit was awful. They came out there trying to do some bounce shit like they was doing Irish you what was
the Irish the Russian.
Yeah, the little dance.
That shit is hard. That shit is hard.
It looked like they were doing the little rush. I was like, girl, if y'all don't go sit y'all monkey asses the fuck down somewhere. I was like, what is this?
I chopped Balenciaga from the jump. I was like, bye, chop.
When they came out there and I saw what they had on, girl, get off my stage. Girl, y'all ain't for real. Y'all
immediately chop.
Y'all real. Y'all ain't real. Y'all ain't real.
Tishi. They carried. They did good. For the group, they did good.
I remember now.
Because Simone is good.
And then I loved Orichi. Because like I said, it was the outfit.
You couldn't wait. Orichi killed it.
When they were down the duck walking and the way the outfits accentuated and elongated all the moves, and they used that to their advantage. I will say that. I was here for that. But I mean, their father is legendary for duck walk. So what are we talking about?
Shania, I said the same thing a few minutes ago.
Child, because they don't, and they just giving them scores at this point. They sympathy scores at this point.
Them go funny scores according to
right. Funny scores.
So it came down to the battle between Simone and Omari. I'm gonna say this: Omari should have won this, but Simone was good. But if you was watching Simone, sis was counting the whole time. Sis was counting, and she was doing it like it was a routine. If you watch Omari and you watch when they did a close up on his feet, that nigga was on his toes the whole time, and he did some shit with his. He had the technique.
Eating. I was sitting there watching. I couldn't.
Yes. Because he was doing the shoulders and everything with it, and like having fun.
Full advantage of that stage, of his outfit, of his mug.
Right.
He was eating, and when they said, that's how you knew these girls don't know what to look for.
Hey, Abby, if you want to come on, you know you are more than welcome to come on.
When they started voting for Simone, I was like, these are girls that don't know duck walk. They don't know runway. Because they don't. Because even Naomi was like, nah, you got to get that to Omar. Because she was like,
right. She knows. Omar, that was an authentic duck walk. Simone was thinking too much. She was just doing the same moves. He did this. Only some people know how to do it. This little Chinese walk that they be, and he did that shit. I love when they do a little Chinese walk like that in the duck walk. He did that, and he carried. And then when they chopped him, I was like, nah.
I was like, I literally looked like
Simone.
Love Simone down. Like, are these people watching? That was another time where I said, are they watching the same thing I'm watching? Because I know full damn well they didn't just chop this man. At that point, Simone was better than the other girls. I don't think Simone did better than who was the last person she battled.
I think she was better than Milan. She was better than Milan.
But the problem was, I don't think she was better than the last person she battled. I think they gave it to her because they were like, girl, I know you've been down here from beginning to end, and I know those legs are good and burning.
But that's what I'm saying. You could tell she was getting tired, and you could tell that she was doing it like a routine. Omari didn't get to her.
I was tired. By the time she got to like the fourth and fifth person, I was like, child, I'm tired just watching.
But the trick is when you're doing duck walk, you gotta do tricks and moves to make to make your knees not whatever. Hey, Really B, how you doing? You got I don't know. I mean, I thought it was unfair. Y'all should have given Omari. Y'all did Orichi real nasty last night.
Yeah, they did the nasty. Omari had won that category. He was supposed to get that money. He ate Simone for dinner. I was like, bitch, you did that shit. I was here, and they said, I said, Y'all don't know what y'all doing. Y'all don't know what to look for. Because
Sammy, that could be
no
true.
way. There's no way.
That could be true.
I don't think they robbed Balenciaga any week.
It could be. I understand what he's saying though. But
Hell, Balenciaga was the lowest performer last week, and they let them hoes become Superior House.
yeah. But I get it. It's the game.
Scores.
It's the game. I won't even say that it's unfair. Yeah, but that's her legs were on fire. But I'm saying that with Amari, his leg, if he kept doing the same, she kept doing the same mediocre duck walk. He was doing tricks and all of that, taking the weight off of his legs and shit. She
too young in the game. She ain't learned all the tricks of the trade. She don't know what to do.
She's doing it like it's no choreography, and she's good, but she wasn't not on.
You know what it reminds me of, and I hate to take it to this. It reminds me of me being in marching band, and I remember we use our legs so much in marching band. And when you first, especially in college, it's different from high school. It's so much more intense. People say, "How do y'all do that so long? And how do you have that level of intensity that amount of time?" I said, you practice, but you got to know tricks of the trade, and you got to know different intricate techniques that you can do where it still looks and appears to be the same level of intensity, but it's less intense on your joints and your legs and your muscles. So you know exactly how to move and how to navigate so that you continue to put out and give the people what they're looking for, and while the people all the while giving your body time to recover from all that built up lactic acid and stuff.
I'm not mad. I just wish anyway, so that was what was this? Legendary.
That was legendary. And
and
for the record, Really B is in the chat. Me and Really B had to talk earlier. For the record, Really B, It's Me D agreed with me about Balenciaga this week. The fact that they did not earn those scores this week.
Horrible. But didn't she say that in her review too?
Well, Really B thought they did really well. She was like, she thought it was really good. It was no, God. They didn't on the floor.
Auntie, like I said earlier, I'm watching it as a dancer, and it was not it for me. Those three guys that they have in Balenciaga, they're okay, but they are not. There's so many people in all these houses. Mm-hmm. Of course you're gonna pick. Everybody knows who the hell Honey is. Honey is not even just a vulgar. Honey dances. Because I actually didn't even know Honey was a dancer. I said, who this little Bush Queen doing this hip hop routine? I like it.
Call her a Bush Queen, but that's a whole nother story.
That was like this is when she was first coming to the scene, when she was a little girl. But I honestly didn't like the performance. Y'all are giving favorites because there's only 2 times that they can leave. Oh, Auntie says she drinking the same juice as you.
Who drinking the same juice as me?
Abby, Auntie E.
Oh.
Gang. Anyway.
This is not white peach crayon. This is
that's cream mango. I don't understand these hybrids that y'all. Whatever happened to plain mango juice and plain cranberry? Y'all want to make designer juices and shit.
But people tell me to drink more cranberry juice. So if I'm gonna drink my cranberry juice, I'm gonna drink it mixed with something I like. Just saying.
I mean, so I wanted to talk about Pose as well. The fairy tale that is. Because, and listen, I enjoyed this episode, but I said, if this is true, then it has to be a story aligned with it, because that's what because the thing about the body in the trunk was real. Them robbing a museum. If it wasn't a museum, it was some place that they robbed in the 80s. Mm-hmm. All that is true, but y'all gonna tell me that Elektra is going to be this big mob boss in a couple of months, a transgender Black woman is gonna be this rich?
She's buying what looks to be lower Manhattan condominiums that cost tens of millions of dollars, even back in the
Exactly.
90s.
Even in the
Girl,
first episode, when I saw Blanca with that long ass hallway, that ain't my hallway. Where?
not in
That's
no
a
New
big
York City.
apartment. That's a
Not in
big
no New York.
apartment. Huh?
Not in no New York City.
Auntie, we gonna get to Angel in a minute because my opinion is an unpopular opinion as well.
Well,
But I
Angel,
love
let me cut to the chase. That bitch ain't shit. I'm,
really. You think so?
I see both sides of it. I see the fact that Angel ain't shit because she ain't been shit since the beginning of the relationship. It's always been about her. She's
I'm
always
gonna
been
say something
selfish in
about
a
that
bitch.
in a
So I
minute.
don't know why Poppy thought it was gonna be different this time. She's always been selfish in this relationship. However, however, comma, she I feel does have a right if she wants to say, I don't want to be in this no more because I didn't sign up to have no children. I don't want no children. I don't need no children. Then bail the hell on out. But don't play this stupid little game where you want to string Poppy along because you know full and goddamn
I don't
well
think she's
you ain't gonna
selfish.
find you another Poppy. You ain't gonna find you another Poppy. You're
I
not
mean,
gonna.
this is true.
And so she's gonna string Poppy along as long as she can, and she knows Poppy is will allow her to do that to him. Now, but
Um,
I don't think she's being selfish with the child situation because, like I said, I understand that you did not sign up for a child. You did not get with Poppy knowing that he had a child, and if you get with Poppy knowing full well that you could never have a child, you have said, I don't want no kids. We ain't even talked about adopting kids. I ain't never told you I wanted no child. I'm not thinking I'm gonna ever have a child. If you say I don't want no child, I understand that because that's not what was presented to you in the beginning. So I don't think she's being selfish when she does that. However, comma, she done been selfish the whole rest of the relationship though. So I don't.
but here, okay, so I must say about that, since we started with that first, I don't think she's selfish. Do I think she's over exaggerating? Let me break it down first. Because either shout outs to India Moore, I don't know if it's the way that they want her to play Angel or if it's that's India Moore's version of Angel, if that makes sense. Do they want Angel to be that not into the relationship as Poppy because Poppy's in it, and maybe it's the way how the actor Angel plays it because even when you see in the relationship with him and Janet Mock, when even though she cheated on him, the boy was still there. So I think with I'm thinking if it is the characters that they want to be like this, or if it's the actors. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because when Angel was yelling and screaming, I was like, "Is this Angel or is this India? Who is? Do y'all want Angel to be like this, or is this India?"
Well, I would hope that the director would direct them in the right way and say, no, boo, pull it back. That ain't what I'm looking for.
Hey,
So I
Dominique.
trust enough that the directors would say, nah, that's not what we're looking for. That's not what we're going for. So I'm going to say that's how they want her to play that character. I could be wrong.
Mhm.
But the shit that pisses me off about this past episode more than anything is for them to even entertain this thing about, oh, well, we going down to the courthouse or we going down to City Hall.
Right.
To get what?
That did not
You know,
happen.
that's not anything that you would have even considered, talked about anything. What? That doesn't even make sense.
Right.
Like it's idiotic for them to like wait. You're going down to do what? What you going to courthouse for? Who you suing? Because you clearly not going down to get nothing signed. Not no marriage license. Not in 1995, 4 or 5, whatever it was.
Four going into five.
Girl, I look. I said,
No.
are they for real?
Right.
That's why I was like, now y'all need to stop this. Now y'all need to stop this.
And to be honest, even when they like for people that is clockable like Blanca, they never used to walk around the city like this because I remember as a kid, I would see women, either trans women or men or people in drags, and they get clocked, they will get their ass beat in the streets. They
That's right.
never used to walk around like that.
Listen, and I say this all
As
the
a
time.
child, I remember that shit.
People think I just be saying it, and a lot of the young girls don't know how it used to be. Bitches was getting gay bashed for real. That shit was not a game. And you didn't even have to be trans. You could have just been somebody who
In drag.
no. You could have just been a regular gay boy.
Yeah, true.
That the girls had them
I got
clock
my ass beat.
your deal, and they will beat your ass. Bitches was getting gay bashed. It was dangerous to walk around. Just talk about, oh girl, I'm finna walk around this way. No, girl, you finna walk around and get your ass handed to you.
Mm-hmm.
Not this pie in the sky. Oh, we do no. It was not like that. It was dangerous. That's why and I remember even when I was growing up, and I grew up in the 90s. A lot of every high school had the one. They had that one guy that was out and was the flamboyant one, and that was your quota. Every high school you had your one. You weren't gonna have no more. And once you got your one, that was all the high school except, and they gave him the blues and the business. But you knew you had that one. They was okay. That's just her, and we keep it moving. But the rest of us couldn't meet the quota. That didn't meet the quota. You had to go around and you had to, for safety to life issues, perpetrate being straight. This
You
was
had to. You had to. But
and living like, what fantasy y'all live? Girl, it wasn't like that. It was not
Auntie,
like
they never addressed it if Angel had the surgery. The only person I know that had the surgery was Electra. But but it was a lot of coins, so I don't think she did. But Angel is passable anyway. But going back to the ID, I know next week they're gonna show them trying to get a marriage license. And the lady's gonna clock her because she's gonna see that the M on her passport or whatever it was. But going back to Angel, I think another reason why she acted like that, or maybe I'm thinking this way, is because she knows that she cannot produce any kids for him biologically.
You think so?
I think so. I think so. That was the first thing I thought of.
But in my mind, it shouldn't be that bad. I think it would be that would be the case, or it would be a bigger deal if the mother was still alive. But the mama is gone on to glory. For all intents and purposes, you could bring that child in and raise that child like it's yours.
I can't with y'all. I mean, hey, if that was believable, Mama Shannon was over here scamming $17.5 million.
But Mama Shannon went to jail too.
Yeah.
And probably got beat up and gang raped on a nightly basis.
I don't even want to.
I hate to be that brutal and that, but I know.
I know exactly what you mean. It's sad, but
these things happen. Unfortunately,
Mama's a woman now. You can't tell me that ain't no woman. Mama Shannon can't tell me that's not no.
She had surgery.
She looks like she did. She looks good though.
Mm-hmm. But I asked, did she have the surgery? Because last week when Mama was naked,
I know. I think like did. Because when they looked to the back, all you saw was booty. You didn't see nothing downstairs unless they.
I was like, did something fall out or something? Because I was like, ooh. The way they was like,
HBO would have showed y'all.
No, HBO wouldn't have showed you that. HBO might show you a whole lot of things, but if Mama had that kind of wardrobe malfunction, HBO might be real progressive. I don't think they showing you.
Yes, Sammy. Yes, I remember she's talked about that in the first season. But going back to Pose, it was a good episode, but it was just a lot of fabricated stuff. So y'all broke into this.
Because the last thing you finna do is give everybody a wedding dress,
right?
And you don't wear white. First of all, you don't even wear white. Electra gives me, girl, you are here about it. You are all about etiquette and all about not, showing level of couth. And you never gonna have your daughter around here having a wedding and having other bitches around here in wedding dresses or other bitches around here in white.
Right?
Please, girl, please.
I was here for Miss Orlando. Can we bring more back of Miss Orlando? Miss Orlando makes me laugh.
I'm not the only one confused that Angel, because I caught it at the table first, but Angel called Electra mother first before she called
But that
when
was
they,
her mother. But
I know
Electra was
that.
talking in the beginning though,
I
because they
know
still
that.
call her Ma. Even Poppy calls her Ma sometimes.
I know that, but I thought she had given up on Electra being her mother after she joined Angel's house. But I don't know,
No,
child.
but remember, this is like 10 years now, because every year is like 5 years added to the mix or some shit. But I think Electra addressed it her first, and then she said, "What you gonna give me, Ma?" Side note: I don't think Lulu gonna make it. And I love Haley Zahar, however you say her name. But mommy, you in danger, girl.
Mom is strung
No,
out. Now, I was asking this in my interview. Was it somebody else dating or trying to date the same
in the first season,
in the first
that's
and second season?
that's
Somebody
that's the community peen.
who
That was
was
the
it that
community.
was trying to talk to him? It was somebody that was trying to
He
talk
was
to him.
trying to talk to Blanca, and that's when
What?
they said, "Girl, we all had him."
Oh yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
think that's
yeah, yeah,
him.
yeah. Yeah.
Electra was giving
He
it to
probably
Lulu
got
this
good dick.
episode.
They did say he had good dick now. I
That's
think
what.
that's what it was. They said,
Speaking of, Electra was treating hot chocolate. Yo, hot chocolate. She was going in on hot
they
chocolate.
threw him out of there. I was like, but you know what? He gave you quintessential mid '90s hot boy because that's what mid '90s gave. Dark skin, chisel body, and the bald head, clean shaven. You weren't doing the beards and mustaches and all of that in the mid '90s. You weren't giving all of that. You was clean shaven, the bald head, chisel, muscles, a lot of melanin popping. That was all mid '90s. Banji
He
Boys. That
was
was
as
Banji
dumb as
Boys.
a
Back in
brick.
the Banji
He
Boys.
was as dumb as a brick.
Yeah, just a
and,
hard hit. That's all you.
and he's searching for the silverware. I said, "Oh, not the silverware." Not for
Baby, that
nothing.
mid '90s was giving, honey.
Dominique Jackson is getting better at her acting. I'm going to give her a round of applause after 2 seasons of what the hell was that? But, but
Maybe Mama went and took some courses.
Dominique is doing better. I'm here for that. Because
I'm not
Blanca,
describing
end of
myself.
season one, Blanca was getting her Emmys because Blanca was giving it to you. Angel was always a good actor. Lulu been acting. I've seen Lulu in many things. I am still mad that they killed Candy off, but it is what it is.
She gone, girl. She gone. She gone.
I guess I'll watch American Horror Story.
I live for the read that Electra gave to White Man, but she gonna
Yeah,
she gonna be in jail. She going to jail.
I think so. So now that you said that, what is your prediction for each character?
Pray Tell will die. It's gonna be real dramatic. This is Pose. Pose is the gay version of what's the show on NBC? This Is Us.
I've never watched it. I tried
They
watching
say that show is so emotional. I don't watch it either, but everybody who I talk to, they just love it because it's all of these
I
emotions.
just want to see
You feel-
Sterling Knight. I
I
just
don't,
want to see Sterling Knight.
I don't watch it, but I heard that's all that show is about. So Pose is like that. They're gonna be real dramatic. So Pray Tell is finna die. They finna have us ride with snot bubbles. Okay, just snot bubbles.
Blanca?
Blanca if we're going with the fairy tale, they don't have enough episodes left to set up a horrible breakup. So they're gonna let her ride off into the sunset and be the one happily ever after, her and Christopher. Yeah, Angel break up. Poppy and Angel gonna break up. They got to, because you're not gonna tell me I can't have my child. That's not gonna happen. That's a non-negotiable. That's not even something we even finna even begin to have a discussion about. I told you I want my child. You don't want my child. Well, I guess we gotta end this.
Um,
They're gonna break up.
I'm.
Electra is going to jail.
Mm-hmm.
Ricky, I don't know what's gonna happen to Ricky.
They
That's the
barely
one,
showing us Ricky.
huh?
They barely showing us Ricky.
No, he's actually on every episode, but I don't think they know what to do with his character because
Right.
once he's no longer with Pray Tell, and now I think they probably wanted him to get back with Damon, but when they had to write Damon off,
Yeah.
it doesn't work out anymore, and so I think that his character just is pointless. He's just there at this point. Um
Lulu.
she might die. She might. I can't say definitively that she gonna die. She might be strung out somewhere. We'll probably
She in
see her.
danger.
We'll probably see her strung out and high somewhere sleeping on a bench or something like that.
Congratulations that they finally got something to do with her damn character because for 2 seasons she was just there.
She served no purpose. She still doesn't serve a purpose.
I mean, kudos to the actress that plays her. You do a great job as Lulu. But they need to, I don't know, they needed to Lulu your ass out the first season because and I like
But
Lulu.
that's
It's
like they
like
made a big deal out of Cubby. Cubby never had a big part in the show at all.
that
He
was
was
his best
around.
episode. That was his best episode. And speaking of Lamar, I like Lamar being the bitch. I think he's good.
Yeah, I like Lamar as a villain. I like a good villain. Give me a good villain.
He's a good villain. Please give it. I think I missed. For me, I think they might kill off Blanca, or they may just let her have a happy ending, living with Christopher. Angel and Poppy could either get married or split both
Wow,
ways.
get married and
What
what?
if they bring back Stan?
Huh?
What if they bring back Stan for Angel?
You
I
mean
don't
from
want to see
season
that.
one?
I don't want to see it, but what if they do?
That would be stupid.
Right. I don't want to. That'll be some Days of Our Lives, General Hospital bull, and I don't want to see it.
Yeah, I don't think they would do that.
I
I
don't want
hate
to
that
see that.
actor. I shouldn't say I hate him, but
He's great in American Horror Story to me.
no. I'm gonna tell you when I started hating him. When he played that politician in 2 seasons of American Horror Story, when he was
he
a
played it too
politician,
good. He played it
he
too well.
played that part, and I could never see him as another character. He could never be he played that part so well. I can't even when I see him as another
Evan
character,
Peters.
I immediately go
Evan
back.
Peters. Evan Peters is an amazing actor.
I immediately go back to that scene that he played that part so well. I can't unsee him as that part where he was. Remember, they were terrorizing the lesbians across the street or whatever,
Yeah.
and he had the black lady that would work for the news station working for him, and then he got elected and all of this, and I can't unsee him as that. He played that character
When he put the Cheetos on his face, I was like, "Oh no, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing?"
The next season, when they were when they had the warlocks and the witches together, which
He
was a
was
great.
in it. Oh, that was a great season.
He was in it.
Oh, he
Remember?
was. He played like the gay guy, but which served no purpose.
I still saw him as the politician.
He's a really amazing, talented actor. I love Evan Peters, but that part.
I hope that they keep bringing. They brought my boo thing for 1984.
Oh, Duran.
Duran, you know that's my boo, Duran Horton. I hope they have him more.
He was horrible until he died. When he became a ghost, that's when he was nice.
I need more Duran Horton. I live for him. Because I don't know. I've heard that they might not be back. I heard that your white people might not be back.
It looks like it's not.
I hope that's not the case. I hope they're just waiting around for COVID to be over. But
I hope so. But I didn't like the first season.
Last season was.
It was weird. Bringing that. What's his name? The guy from School Days. He was in it as the guy that they is like only Duran and old girl, light skinned girl would only see him. It was like a secret fraternity. I forgot his
Yeah,
name, but
because
he
that was
plays
the
a villain
cliffhanger.
well.
That was the cliffhanger from season 2, and then we started season 3 with that. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's it's gonna come to me. I'm gonna remember. I know exactly who you're talking about though. I
But
know.
going back to Pose, Lulu dead, Elektra in prison. Um, I think Lamar gonna get the virus.
I don't see him. I don't. What would be the point of giving him the back? We don't
I
see
don't
him
know.
far at this point.
What was the point of this episode? And I liked the episode, but it was just so fairy tale for me.
They just listen. They're just pushing it out at this point. They just
The
pushing it.
best
Just
episode of this season was episode 3 when y'all finally gave us a backstory to Elektra.
that was the best
Finally.
episode. That was the best episode.
And what made her acting even great is when you allowed her to be her true Tobagan self, and she had her Tobago, Trinidad and Tobago accent. And I was like, okay, I'm here for this. It made it more believable. When she had her Dominic had her voice again,
I know what you're talking
I
about.
loved it. I said, thank you for doing that for her because it made it more authentic. Best episode of this season. I don't want to
That's
say
the best episode of the
of the
season.
series because to be honest, my favorite episode of the series is episode 1. Episode 1 is probably one of my favorite. The opening scene alone, when they ran into that damn museum. That's one of the best opening scenes of any series.
Episode 1 sticks out for me. Season 2, episode 4, the Candy funeral.
Oh, that was great.
That was a great episode when Candy died.
Mm-hmm.
What was another good episode for me? I never like the episodes where they have Elektra being nice. I don't like nice, touchy. I like Elektra in all of her evilness.
I like that she's nice in this season, but you could tell is she's still that Elektra. Like she's nice, but she'll still give it to you.
Like and so I never liked the season. I think every season finale I haven't liked because they always have this touchy feely storybook ending season finale. I ain't here for the touchy feely. Another good episode that I liked was the episode where Ricky found out that he had HIV. That was a good episode.
Oh, that was Delon acted his ass off. See that, but that's the thing. Y'all could take his storyline with that and do something with it. He's just there. Every time I see him, the nigga eating. Every time I see him, he's eating. Like that's all y'all got this man doing in this show.
They got him for body. That's all we need. Serve body. Give me body.
I'd rather him as Delon, not Ricky. I like Delon, not Ricky. Because Delon, when he has his beard with the bald head.
The man's name is Dylan.
Why is that?
Delon.
I thought it was Delon. That's how it's spelled.
It's spelled like you right, but it's Dylan. He's a Florida boy, and Florida people do things retarded.
Delon.
It's Dylan.
I'm Caribbean. We do this to everybody's name. That's how it looks.
But yeah, he's what I forgot. I think he's from. I forgot what part of Florida he's from. I thought he was from Tampa. It'll come back to me. I don't remember. I know you're a Florida boy.
But anything else about Pose? Because
I'm ready for it to be over at this point. Just since you
I'm
already
willing to miss it, but I don't like long drawn out series. Blackish, for no apparent reason. Blackish. I used to love Blackish. The last season is coming up. Thank God. Like 8 seasons. The next season it's like, what else? Y'all still haven't given me no male gay character. So, I mean, not every show should be, but it's like y'all haven't tackled that properly to me. But it is what it is.
Maybe they'll make Miles Brown character gay.
I mean, he already act like it. No shade.
Oh.
No shade. I like Miles
That
Brown,
was
but
all shade. That was all
he give
shade.
me little.
Even though the older Marcus Scribner gets, the cuter he gets.
Yeah.
Grown Marcus Scribner is growing into his self. And I'm like, oh, okay. I be watching him on Instagram. I be like, I see you over there because you are of legal age now. And I see you over there.
And I can't, I honestly can't sometimes because I'm like, I still see you as a child.
I see. No, there's been a couple pictures where if you look the right way and you look between them legs, ain't no child over there. There ain't nobody's child.
Anyway, speaking of in between legs, chasing LA.
Dear God,
That's gonna be the last thing. I was gonna do Drag Race, but I don't know if you saw the trailer.
goodness. It, I'm, I'm, I'm here for the girls that they brought back from the last
Season 11.
from season 11.
I'm here
I'm
for
not here
everyone
for
but
some of the
Florida.
girls that's been going for too long because I don't know that it'll mix well. Because Drag Race long time before season
Mm-hmm.
7 or 8 is very different from Drag Race nowadays, and I don't know that they will mix well.
Mm-hmm.
Because in order to do well on Drag Race now, you got to be able to play the game. You got to be able to do things just for television ratings and stuff like that. Whereas in the beginning, those girls were here to show their talent. You know what I'm saying? They was here for the
Mm-hmm.
drag of it all. And now RuPaul's Drag Race is not just the drag of it all.
It's too much drama and too much. I mean, it's always been scripted. It's reality TV, but it's like when you have people like Candy Muse being top two, it's like she should have been the
Stop
first
playing
person
with me.
eliminated. No shade, but
Yes,
shade.
just stop playing with me. Oh God.
Candy
She,
Muse,
yeah,
really?
anytime she should have been eliminated, she should have been eliminated that week when she had that drawn on dress, that white dress where she drew on it with the black or whatever. It had the black
That
hair.
could have worked, but she needed to approach it a different way. I don't know
No, that
how.
shit was horrible. That shit was awful.
I won't say it's horrible if she approached it a different way. But Rue, I'm about to cuss you out for 5 seconds. Rue,
On here.
stop getting these how you say mediocre black people to be on here. There's a lot of fierce black queens, not only in the US, in the UK, in Australia, and wherever. I'm tired of in every
She's
franchise
looking for the
you
girls that are
giving
like
us mediocre people of color.
she's giving you the girls that are like her. Mediocre. I said it. Because
I,
as a drag
I didn't.
queen, Mama was mediocre. Mama can't even do her own paint
Did you see the?
or
Did you see
hair.
the meme where what's her name? Jasmine. What's her name? Jasmine. What's her name? The
Where's she
queen. You
at?
know, Jasmine. And what's her name? Jasmine.
All masters.
Jasmine Masters was. I don't think she was reading Rue, but she was basically saying you're not a drag queen if you can't paint. And in between her saying that, they put pictures of RuPaul in the '90s where his paint was horrible. I say y'all are horrible. I don't think she was talking about Rue, but I mean, you got what's the Raven painting you, and you not anyway. That's another. But I'm tired of you employing these mediocre queens of color.
Because that's all she knows. She doesn't know the real girls because she's
Because
never
then
been
what
out there.
happens is that either you have these mediocre girls in the top, or like down under, there's not a black girl in sight. All I seen is white.
But that's all she deal with. She told you herself, all I need is myself, and I represent everything that you need in terms of people of color. Remember they asked her after she won an award, where's your
I've
representation for
heard
people?
that. I've heard people
Oh
say
no,
that,
she
but I've
said that out
never,
her
I
mouth.
never seen it.
When they were backstage, when you receive the award, you go backstage to take pictures
Like,
and stuff like that. I think it was an Emmy or something like that, and they had the whole production team out there.
Oh, and they asked
And
why
they
she didn't
asked
have no
her,
black
they
people in
said,
her show.
where's the representation for people of
Yes,
color?
I
They
remember
said
that.
point blank, I am the representation of people of color, and that's all you need.
Well, they probably asked her twice because I remember they asked her that maybe 2 years ago after she won an Emmy, and she turned to Ross Matthews and what's her name, Michelle, and say, we have representation, right? And they saying yes, and I'm like, where?
No, this wasn't. See, Ross and Michelle wasn't there. This was where she had all of the other production people.
They asked
It was
her
like a bunch of them.
currently then.
Like it was about 20 of them back there, and she was the one dark face in that sea of white. And they asked her, she was like, "I am the representation." Girl, sit your ass the fuck down.
But anyway, who I'm here for is I'm definitely here for Akira C. Davenport. I'm definitely here for Silky. I love when Silky brought that damn milk out of her titty. I'm here for Raja. Why do people not like Raja?
I love
Raja. The only person from season 11, I'm like, why is she here? Is friggin' Scarlett. I never liked Scarlett.
I like season 11. Season 11, quietly,
that was the first season I've watched, to be honest. I started watching Drag Race late, but I love that season. You had Silky, you had Akira, you had Evie. I liked
Otley's year.
Yeah. From the jump, I knew she was going to win.
Her face with permanent markers.
That's Silky, but Silky is a cute.
She's still painted with permanent markers.
But when she brought that damn cookie and milk out of her titty for this thing, Mama was stunning though. Oh, and I'm here for Trinity K. Bonet. I think Trinity's gonna do well.
It's so, for example, the All Stars when what's her name won, the girl who was just fighting with Tamisha Iman, Monet Exchange. I don't know how Monet Exchange won that year.
Really? I like Monet Exchange.
Wasn't that the year where it was Monet and Trinity won?
Yeah, I don't understand how Trinity won. I never saw it for Trinity.
I liked Trinity that year. That All Stars, I liked Trinity. Monet was real like regular to me. I was just like, girl, I guess.
Monet has the body. Monet is body, yada yada. I like Monet Exchange. I honestly do. I like Monet. Season 10 to me, she was the lip sync assassin. Y'all can fight me. She was the lip sync assassin.
But wait a minute, you said your first season was season 11. So how you know she was the lip sync?
Because after season 11, I watched all the other seasons in order.
Oh, you went back.
Yeah, but I did. But what I'm saying is that season 11 was my first. When it finished, I ended up watching one because they're on Amazon, some of them, and I ended up watching it like literally for like 2 months and caught up. So I knew who everybody was. The only seasons I haven't really watched, I haven't watched the All Stars, but last season and the one that's coming up. And then I started watching like the international versions because for years I'm like, I'm not watching this bullshit until I started actually watching. I'm like, you know what? I like it.
There are some seasons that I've started watching. Somewhere in the middle, I get bored and tired with it. And then I'll come back and watch the finale just to see who made it and see, the finale. Mm-hmm. But that's generally what happens. I will start off right around episode 6, 7. I'll be like, girl, okay. I can't anymore. It's the same thing, same old.
What I am tired of.
I'll come back for the finale.
I'm tired of them damn campy ass skits y'all be having that be boring as hell. Can we stop? The dance challenges are good. Snatch Game is supposed to be good. I like
years ago.
I like what he's been doing lately and been splitting the girls up and doing the group challenges. That's actually been pretty interesting. Conventional challenges are really good if they know what the fuck they do. And then listen, and this is a message to you that's going to compete in future seasons. Learn how to sew, because I'm sick of every damn season y'all don't know how to sew. Y'all been watching this shit for like 10 umpteen
Well, you
years.
know, that was a part of the early season. Like in
Right.
the
They
season,
had to learn how to.
to sew.
They
Now
made every
these
outfit every season. I mean,
these
every
girls
episode they
now
had to make an
spend all
outfit.
this money to get outfits made. So
But
I've been saying that for years, but I like the girls that can sew. I mean, that's just me.
yeah, it shows. It shows. Um, I like Ginger Minge, but why? She old and crotchety.
Like, why is she here? Like, that's why I say some of these over don't bring them back. Their time is coming on.
Yara Sophia seems funny, but why? I like Yara Sophia. She's hilarious, but why? Eureka, why? Sonique is body yaddy yaddy, but why?
Girl,
Serena
all
Cha
stars
Cha,
to me.
why?
I think all stars for me. You should either bring the person has to have been either a Miss Congeniality or whatever.
Why
Yeah,
is Heidi not on this season? Y'all
or
got Jan,
somewhere
and
that
I like
or
Jan.
somebody that was wildly popular in their season. But some of
Heidi.
these girls, I don't know what happened to Heidi. Maybe she couldn't come on for a reason. I don't know.
But Heidi's doing well though. Heidi's been booking some gigs. And I like Jan, but I would have booked Heidi before I booked Jan. That's that white guilt.
You know, RuPaul's all about the people. RuPaul is the token. She's the sample. She's the step and fetch it.
But you know, they never used to see it for RuPaul. Even Tamisha said that in one of her lives. They didn't see
They
it for
did not.
RuPaul.
But that's because no, but that's because RuPaul didn't see it for the girls. RuPaul started off with the white girls.
Hmm.
And then when she moved to Atlanta and found that Atlanta was Chocolate City, the white scene is not as big as the black scene in Atlanta. And she tried to go over there with the black girl, and they looked at her like, "Girl, what? Girl, no, 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 no." And Atlanta is, if you can't be a pageant girl, you're not gonna make it in Atlanta. Atlanta, especially in the South, drag is about the pageant system, and if you
Mhm.
cannot make it in the pageant world, in the pageant system, you just not gonna make a name for yourself because that's how the bread is buttered in the South. Now in the North, they do the pageant system, but you can still make it without, being. And so that's how he started to, get up with when he moved. But that I've already hashed that out. I've already drug RuPaul for everything he was worth.
Mhm.
Um, and like I had to drag Todrick Hall, which is a great segue to Chasing Atlanta. I mean Chasing LA, but I've
Mhm.
drug Todrick Hall back in the day in videos too. But
All
that's all.
right. But before we about to go into Chasing LA, but I here's the thing with RuPaul. Amazing. He's to me, he's like Oprah. He's like Gayle King. He's like Tadre Hall. They're great business people, but they're not for my people sometimes, if not all the time.
Think that about Oprah. Oprah, I think, is different because Oprah came from us. Oprah was invested in, came out of the black community, grew up and was shaped in the black community. And even when she got big, did everything she could to promote black excellence on that show. She had to play the game and do the white stuff, but think about all of the great black figures that the America was introduced to because of her show and because she gave them a platform. The Maya Angelos of the world and stuff like that. If you were black, you knew who she was, but when she started to get on these, her and a lot of other phenomenal black people who we knew as black people because we celebrated them, but a lot of white America could not identify them on a milk carton. And I think Oprah went a long way to do that. Even now, she does do a lot on the own network to promote black um people in television and stuff like that. So I think that I don't know that that's fair to say about Oprah. Gail, I don't know. I don't know that much about Gail. To tell you.
I don't
Gail
fuck.
came
Ooh,
on.
I'm not
Gail
trying
came
not
on
to.
because of Oprah, but RuPaul and Oprah are totally different stories. Totally different
Okay.
stories.
Okay.
Totally. RuPaul made it because of white people. Nothing. He did not make it because of black people, and doesn't do anything to try to promote black people or promote or shut up, Elton. Just shut up.
I mean, I'm honestly not in disagreement with you, but speaking of black people that do the most, chasing LA,
Mhm.
LA, right? LA.
They just make me tired. I get fatigue just talking about them.
It's like, and I was watching YB's his car review earlier, and he said what I've been saying. They try to emulate the Love and Hip Hops of the world, the Black and Crews of the world, the housewives when nobody's a damn housewife of the world. Like I don't can we do something different? But then even when we do something different, people want to see the mess. But then when y'all see the mess, y'all complain like me. But I'm tired of the mess.
I feel like this.
But I still want to
I'm not
see it.
saying that you cannot have mess, but I need a reason to root for somebody. If y'all gonna fight,
Other than Hershey.
be invested in the person. Have it where you have introduced this person to us, we have followed them, we have an attachment to them, and you in there with your boo? Because I see somebody's shadow.
No, that was me.
Oh, I thought she was in there with your
I don't
boo.
let I don't let nobody I'm date come to my house. Hell no. You're not meeting my family. Never. If we getting married, my mama gonna see this ring and be like, "What's that?" I be like, "Nothing." That's another story for another day. I will let y'all into my life another day, but
Um,
my family don't
but
know
I
nothing.
just feel like that's the problem. We are not invested in these people because you started the drama way too early. Way too early. So I don't care. I don't have an attachment to them. And so because I don't have an attachment to these people, I don't care when they fight. It just seems exhausting when they're fighting now. Because what they fail to realize is where they didn't follow the model is they followed the model incorrectly. Even with the shows that you named, they don't fight every episode. Every episode, the girls are not dragging each other. And you get to the point where we have to at least be introduced to the characters. Storylines do have to be built. We have to have an attack. We have to have a villain. We have to have a protagonist. We have to have people who we see it for, who we don't see it for. And then when the fights do happen, now we can pick sides and draw lines in the sand, and people can start windmilling.
What I
I
think
don't
that
even know if I feel like y'all ain't got no reason to be fighting, this shit looks fake. Like, girl, what are we doing?
first of all, Sammy, we're talking about Chasing LA. It's a show produced by Chasing Reality, and it's on YouTube. It is what it is. It's about the LGBT. Think of not Black and Crew. Think of Love and Hip Hop with a bunch of gay black people. That's it. But what I was going to say, I think if they include if they can include like these people's family members, kind of like how they included Oliver Twix and his mom. Not every episode now, because every episode we saw it was the Oliver Twix and his mama show. But
This coming from you, and you just told us ain't nobody getting no parts of your family, but you won't be these people, but their families all over the internet.
not
I mean, come on now. Ah,
stop. Well, y'all putting y'all business out there. I'm not putting my business out there. I was waiting for you at the door. But And my hat was shaking too, like that wig.
Oh God. Okay, so from this episode, I'm not totally on Jeremy's side on this. Like he gave me Royd Rage Rhonda from the Come Up New
And I
York.
hate that you told you. I know exactly who you mean. And I'll be seeing now that New York is opening out. I'll be seeing the girls on. You know who I
I
saw
forgot what
in
was
the.
his name, Julian or something like that.
I guess, but you know who
I
I
didn't know
saw.
his real name. I only
I
know
think
him
that's
as
what it is because
Roy
that's what
Rage
you
Rhonda.
titled him as.
And people,
But
Roy Rage Rhonda in my comments, people would be
I
like,
saw
Roy Rage Rhonda.
and he told me I was cute too. You Montel. I saw
Yeah.
Westcliff sat, yeah, but I said thank you, and because he knows my friend, one of my friends, he said, "Oh my God, you're so cute." I was like, "Thank you." I was in my head, I'm like, you do know we see you on Instagram acting like you ain't got no goddamn sense, right? But he was doing his thing. They had came from a ball, and I think he was
I heard
kind.
he's a great MC. Now I
He was
hear he's
commentating. They
phenomenal
just
as an MC. Now I do hear that.
he said the ball was trash, but that's a story for another day.
But
But they say he's doing his thing though.
I it was a if you
It
first
was
of all,
kind of out of nowhere.
I don't have no problem with him being ready, locked and loaded with that information. And before Quan had a chance to set up that shit, you go ahead and let go and let God and let have.
Mm-hmm.
But when Quan had left, you knew Quan was going. You knew Quan was the one who was supposed to orchestrate this whole setup. It wasn't going to happen. So why are you even bringing this up now?
Something don't smell right. But I understand where he's coming from. At the same time, I thought y'all was dating or y'all was just hooking up. Because if you just hooking up, why do you care?
He apparently they were dating because the way he got upset about him putting his ass all over Instagram and shit like that. That ain't no hookup shit. That's we talking. We trying to see where it could go, and that's why I think that's why he was so bothered because he was like, "How the fuck you make this? Think this make me feel?" Where you now I seen the porns. I did go and did
Yeah.
investigative.
You gotta show me.
I got you. I got you, girl.
Y'all didn't hear that. If that's my cousins, we talking
It's
about.
I mean, the peen is okay. It's
I
regular.
don't want to see that. I just want to see what's going on. I just want to be
He's
nosy.
popping in the videos that I've seen. I wanted to see him be versed. I feel like he's probably versed in real life.
He gave
You
me
know,
that. Anyway, we'll talk about that.
that'll be the after show, honey.
The real after show shit. But I get it, but at the same time, I don't get it. B maybe because B Hawkins not my type though.
Yeah, D Hawk is not my type. I don't.
He looked weird to me. I'm sorry.
But you know what? I saw earlier, like I think D Hawk is older,
I
and
think so too. Like in it,
but
maybe
I saw some young pictures of D Hawkins. I was like, oh, he was cute back then. And now I'm looking like, girl, you've turned yourself and morphed yourself into like something. Like I feel like if he would have just grown and just took care of himself and not did all of this extra that you could tell that he's done extra. Cause he was cute back in the day. I was like, okay. And now I'm looking like, girl.
you know what he gives me no shade. He gives me one of them older people that's trying to stay young. Like a Sir Keem.
Who?
Sir Keem Hakeem, whatever that child name is. He worked my nerves. Taking food at your goddamn mouth. Where's your manners, sir? But anyway,
girl.
when I saw this,
I just felt like that whole thing Cause he did like have a bipolar moment where one moment he was sitting there and then now you jumping up, bamming on the table. Girl, what are you doing? Cause you supposed to be scaring somebody.
Who?
Like
D, D
what are you?
Hawkins?
Hmm?
Was it D Hawkins did that?
No, that was Jeremy.
It seemed forced. It seemed forced.
Like he
It
looked
seemed,
like he was having a moment, trying to have a moment. Like he
yeah.
the episode. This was this was the Jeremy episode because you ain't been really that featured on the season so far. So they chose this to be the Jeremy Copeland episode because that's what it gave me. That's what it gave me because you saw he was basically in every scene this episode,
Mm-hmm.
Jeremy Copeland episode. I'm just saying. Now, to me, the worst person this episode was Fran.
Why
Girl,
is he there? He serves no
why are
purpose.
you? That's my whole. Why are you here?
We
Why?
still haven't seen what you do, sir. And listen, or even if you don't see what you do, I want to know more about this relationship with you and your boo thing.
Who is
This
this
poly,
boo?
I don't know, but he has a poly whatever relationship.
So that means
And
he got a bunch of boos there.
no, apparently his boyfriend do, but he don't. He caught the
Oh
extra
yeah,
person.
with the extra person. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. My thing about it is he gives me he's using the N word. He gives me he's one of these people that's not black using the N word. I can see that from him. I totally see that, and I hate to be this guy, even though people call me Hotep, but it just seems strange. Something's not right with Fran. You around all these black people, it's gonna slip out. It probably already have, and they done edited it out because they don't want that kind of smoke like what G Status had. And so they learned from G
Is
Status.
we ever gonna get a last episode from G Status? Oh my
They just
god.
had an episode what a week ago.
And it wasn't a bad episode. It
I
was
didn't
not
watch
a
that.
bad
I don't watch that
episode.
mess. I don't. I don't watch that mess. So I don't know. But apparently they were saying D Hawkins blocked everybody or something.
We don't care.
I,
Well, I
I
do.
don't care. Um,
You
why
you
was
need to
Andre
he
crying?
needs to block whoever giving him horrible ass fashions to him. That's who he needs to block. Every goddamn week you dress up like a reject from a damn Broadway show. Why is you, sir? And
He's
what was this?
channeling his inner Dominique from Chasing Atlanta.
To be honest, Dominique wasn't even that bad. I'm lying.
Dominique took over my channel as my thumbnail for Chasing Atlanta. And
When he had them Age of Aquarius looking ass flowers in his hair, I was
you know I had to get that shit. You knew, like when that
he
episode
gave
came
me
out.
this is the dawning of the age of
When
Aquarius.
that episode came out, a friend of mine called me and said, "Girl, I know you finna have him on your thumbnail with the flowers in his head. Cause his hair look a mess."
He gave me Bambi when Bambi's hair got caught in them twigs.
Oh, girl. And he have on no shirt or something, or had on just suspenders or
And
something.
when he had on that damn Little Kim looking at the reunion with, I didn't hate the outfit, but sir, that material was
It was
threading.
ripping. It was ripping or something. You saw the.
Nobody had a scissors to cut them threads off. Like,
It was a
sir,
mess. It was a mess.
horrible. And here's the thing about our people that are like B Hawkins and Dominique that think they look ever so good, but you giving me, you think you giving me couture when you give me, oh hell no, don't come back here no more with this bullshit. Don't come over here with that. There's a lot of them in the community, and it gets on my nerves. Nobody to you can be, you can have an aesthetic that is out of the box like a Lady Gaga or whatever, but half of y'all miss the mark. Half of y'all miss the mark.
I don't have any words. I just, but I'm very upset with D Hawkins this week because I really did not get a good fucked up look for my thumbnail. It was a real different time for me to find something. Like I pulled out some, I drug some out. But girl, your job from here on out, D Hawkins, you have one job. Give me my thumbnail, girl. Stop playing with me. See,
Listen,
listen. Dominic knew his job and knew his role. Every week, girl cart some out for me to have in this good thumbnail. That is your job, D Hawkins. Have some out here so I can have it in my thumbnail. Stop playing with
when
me.
he
Stop playing with
gave me a scene from Paris and Paris is Burning, he looked like the Bush Queen first time up in drags. Bush Queen. He had on that wig. Oh my God! I say he just needs to be in the line with them girls that was in that scene. Bush
me.
Queen
Oh,
first
God.
time up in drags. That's what he was giving me. So
Listen.
none of them girls that did your makeup the previous week was there.
But no, I think that was the makeup the girls did the previous week because if you notice, he had on the same shirt. Look at my two thumbnails. Look at my two thumbnails from those
But
2 weeks.
I could have
It's
sworn he
the
had
same.
like pink in his eyes. He didn't have no pink.
Or I don't know what was going on, but what I do know is he had on the same shirt. Don't look at
Category
my thumbnail.
is
He had
Bush
the one
Queen.
he had it on without hair. Because I remember the shirt was an ugly shirt because he had that one sleeve out or something like that, and the colors
Mhm.
were ugly or whatever. And when he came on the next week, he had the drag, the wig on. He had on that same shirt. You
Butch
ain't
Queen. Butch Queen. Butch. That's what he's getting. That's the category that was called for. It was horrible. Now this fight. I'm
Jayla was wrong. Jayla was wrong. There's
why.
no reason for you to be throwing drinks at people.
So when I saw that fight, I put on Instagram. I said this. I don't know if you could see it.
I saw what you wrote. The animals.
Do not. They tell you at the zoo, do not feed the animal.
Yeah, I remember.
Do
I saw.
not feed the animal. That's what it gave me. Somebody fed the animals, and they started acting crazy. To me, and Andre is too. He gives me Mama D tease. He be giving these long ass Mama D kind of speeches that don't make no damn sense.
Why was he crying though? Remember, he
Right.
I was like, "Girl, what you crying for?"
Little Latin girl, why are you crying? Why are you crying? Why are you crying? I understand why not Jayla, what's her name?
Alicia,
Alicia was crying, but why
but the
was he
girl had
crying?
been triggered. Mama had been
You
triggered.
wasn't crying when you grabbed sis's wig off her head
Like,
and she
mama
had the
was
Miss
over there
Sealy ass
crying.
breath. When she gave me Miss Sealy, I was like, oh my God.
She had
Why
that one little braid coming
them
to the.
little Miss Sealy ass braids?
Ooh,
My
yeah,
sweet
she was
daughter,
definitely
you
hard.
must go away from me. I'm not gonna lie. I don't mind Jayla, but she not all the way there. Something's going on with her.
She's young and dumb. Just
Something.
young, and she. I hate to say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. She seems and young, raw, and I'm not saying
Unexperienced.
she's uneducated for her age. I'm not saying she's special or anything like that. But I feel like when you get to be about 22, 23,
She's
most people,
unexperienced.
right, most people have gone to school and
Yeah.
have started, or maybe you went to the military or something where it transitions you from child to adult. And
Mm-hmm.
so now you have a little bit of intelligence or knowledge base that you can call upon where you kind of know Mama seemed just young and uneducated, and so I'm like,
Something about her, like I agree that she's young, but then I feel like, see, I don't know that young lady, so I don't want to say what I was going to say. Um,
it's just like I don't know.
I don't know,
I
but that damn fight, and
why
then while
a
that
friend fighting? Like, what would, sir?
right,
Why are you picking up
and
chairs?
I'm gonna be. I hate, and when he was talking with Alicia, I hate when people do this. Oh, I was angry in the moment, so that's why I call you a trans. Forgive me, any people of that are transgender, a tranny, or a man, or a nigga,
And
or a
then you
this,
came right back
or a
out and
that.
called her a man at the
Again,
end of the episode.
I'm gonna be honest. Anybody that say shit like that, you meant that, and that's in your heart somewhere. Cause if one of my straight friends, me and them kakakan, and all of us, and we arguing, and you just say the F word, that was in your spirit from the beginning. If a white person is talking with me and you just say the N word, that was in your spirit from the beginning. I'm sorry.
Yep. But we don't need to have no more conversations.
Exactly. And I understand what's her name? Alicia. God, it's too much. Second of all, it's too many people on this damn cast.
I'm not gonna say it's too many people. It's
It's a
just that we
lot.
haven't learned them yet. We haven't had a chance to get attached to them because all they do is fight. And so now we got to try and figure out in this melee who these people are.
Right. But it's I understand what she was absolutely right, even though she was kind of shading him at the same time, saying that, sir, you give me gay men, which is the truth. How was she supposed to
Especially if you
know?
not tell us from the beginning who you are, like, or what
Right.
you identify as.
But there's not even just that. There are some people that you can tell they're non-gender or they're androgynous, just maybe even the way how they dress or look. They may not necessarily look too masculine or feminine. They kind of fall in between the spectrum.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, he just gave me gay man with his fake ass. Anyway, I don't know that young lady from anywhere, but any
I'm telling
scene
you,
with Hershey, I go,
I think he probably go around using the N word. I can see it.
possibly. I don't. I can't even disagree. I can't even disagree with that. What else happened?
They went to see Todrick Hall.
That's the only two scenes I remember. Anything else in
There
the
was
middle,
another
I didn't
scene
care
where
for it.
Alicia did a photo shoot. There was nothing to see there.
And what was B Hawkins? What did he? They went to do something. They called it an event, and I was like, this is not an event. This is an outing. They did something with not B Hawkins, um, the dude that looked like T-Pain in the ass. T-Pain, what's his name? King Pain.
Oh, King Payne, official King Payne.
Yeah, with every week he got he gonna catch heat stroke with that damn bubble coat on.
They went to go do paint and sip, and that's how we found out the setup
About
that
Quan.
Jacques had for
I don't see it for Quan
Jim.
either.
I don't like Quan either. I didn't. I knew Quan was going to agree with my
I'll
spirit.
tell you, when we get off of here, I'm gonna say something about him that he
We'll
gives me.
straight up for the after show. But the only people who I can Hershey.
Of course. Hersey's so genuine, like genuine. And you know what? That's the reason why he got blessed last night, because he's a genuine person. He's not trying to do too much. Like everybody on there, I was gonna say except Hersey and Jeremy, but he showed his ass last night.
Yep, he needed him a moment. And that's how you know who is this? Text me. Girl. Anyway, I who anyway, I'll deal with that when I jump off here. Cause somebody just texted me some way out of order. Anyway, if you go back and look at the episode, right, where Jeremy has his blow up and start hitting the table, go back and look at Hershey's face. Cause Hershey was looking like, girl, where's this coming from? He had this look of, girl, what the fuck is you doing? Like you could tell it was genuinely out of nowhere, like some bipolar attack or something. I was, I was like, oh, mama, your lip showing.
But I do like, to be honest, all in all, I do like Jeremy on this show.
I don't want his slip to show though. I don't want him
Yeah,
because I do feel like he's putting on for the camera. He does want a certain persona to come on through on the camera. I don't think it's
yeah, and I don't want him.
like the character that he presents, but I don't think that's genuine or it doesn't come across as genuine or
Right.
authentic.
It was very put on. It was very put on. Um, but the moment with Todrick Hall, I was very good because I was like, this is not Jeremy's house. And then as soon as I said that, that's what Hershey said. I was like, this is
You're
not
like, girl, you're
Jeremy's
living like this, honey.
I mean, you a dancer, but dancers don't get paid like this.
Yeah, honey. Oh, y'all out in Sherman Oaks and shit, girl. You ain't got Sherman Oaks kind of money, honey. Just saying. But I thought that was a really nice moment. That's why I said in my review, my viewpoints and thoughts of Todd Hall notwithstanding, I thought it was a beautiful and great moment. Um, I do stand by what I said in my review. If you really gonna help the girl and help the people, you know what I'm saying. If you have access to something, then truly give somebody help. You sit down here and talking to me, that's all great, and we having this moment on camera. Girl, where does the rubber hit the pavement? You have damn near limitless contacts and connects. You could be like, you know what, girl, let me hook you up. Let me call my friend who's director or producer of such and such and get you put on, girl, because I see it for you like that. Girl, come. I'm doing another shoot in 2 weeks. This is the date, this is the location. Girl, call my choreographer. He go make sure you have everything you need. And girl, I see you on such and such a date.
I mean, in a way, you're not wrong, but I'm not gonna take. Listen, I'm not gonna take from Todrick. Todrick Hall is a hard worker. I'm not gonna take that away from him.
Oh, I'm not gonna take that away from him either.
He's creative as hell. I'm not that. I've loved him as a creative, but I have heard a few things when he came over here, and I know a couple people that was doing one of the music videos with him. They said that I'll just say they said that he said, "Oh, it's too much chocolate in the front. Give me some vanilla," basically.
Oh, that's always been that's why I had to drag him a couple times because I've heard
and I was like, really? And I was like, you know what? I could see it, but I'm not gonna take away the business side from him.
Snow bunny.
Huh?
He's a snow bunny.
I don't know. Anyway, I think that was all that really happened in that episode. That's all I remember.
They're supposed to have another scene between D. Hawkins and Jeremy. My thing is, there's no way y'all thought that y'all relationship wasn't gonna spill over into this show at some point.
Especially, and we,
like,
you know,
y'all are fucking delusional.
The second episode we saw when they pulled off, because I saw Jeremy pull off, and I was like, "Who's that with him?" Because it happened so fast. But now we know it was D. Hawkins.
Child.
Oh well. I mean, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna watch the rest of the season.
It's exhausting at this point.
It's the same. It's entertaining. I'm sorry. It for the wrong reasons. it's entertaining for the wrong
It's
reasons.
exhausting for me.
It
I be tired of looking. I be like, girl, here we go with this fight, girl. These girls are
mhm.
fighting. I want to get girl. But
Half of the cast, I don't know what y'all do.
do you do anything?
Do you do anything besides get basement bargain operations, shots in your booty hole, and fight? Well, I don't that just came out. Anyway, this yeah, so we've been here for oh shit, 2 hours already? That didn't even
Yeah,
feel like 2 hours. But I want to thank you, El Teddy, for coming on and doing a little TV talk with me. It was fun. It was enjoyable. We did. Maybe I'll make this into something like a segment. We'll see. But anyway, thank you everybody for coming, spending a little Friday night with me, and I will see you guys for what's next. Probably Drag Race Down Under, which I'm sick of, to be honest. But it's not good. No shade, it's
I
not good.
already know if it's anything and I don't see nobody black, I'll be like, I don't want to see this.
They had they had two Aboriginal people on there and they already gone.
Wow.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm like, you guys bring mediocre people of color onto these shows. Like, what the hell? Like, but anyway, that could be another segment for
Mm.
another. Anyway, I will see you guys later. Have a great Friday night. Bye.